Title: I was planning my daughter's Sweet 16 when she accidentally sent me a message meant for her friend. Start: The phone buzzed in my pocket. Another message, another reminder that life has a way of showing you the truth when you least expect it. I pulled it out, expecting some harmless teenage complaint about a dress or a party theme. What I saw froze me. I hate him. Thank God he's not my real dad. My stomach dropped. I blinked, reread, blinked again. Not my real dad. My daughter, my own flesh and blood. And then the sick twist. The man I had trusted, married, built my life around, he wasn't hers. I should have felt anger first, but it was cold clarity that hit me. I had married her mother for love, or so I thought. The truth was lying in plain sight, hidden behind smiles and family dinners. Her real father? My wife's ex. My wife, the woman I had loved, had let him live in the shadows, a ghost she never fully exorcised. I remember the first time I met him. Charming, easy laughter, the kind of presence that makes women swoon. I had dismissed him then, thinking he was harmless history. Now every memory twisted, every laugh a knife in my gut. I thought about my daughter's laughter, her tiny hand in mine, the nights I stayed up reading to her. And I realized none of it changed the betrayal, none of it. That night, I couldn't sleep. My mind wasn't racing, it was calculating. I didn't scream, I didn't confront, I collected. Quietly, meticulously, I watched, listened, recorded. The ex-boyfriend hadn't changed. He was still arrogant, still careless, still assuming his past didn't have consequences. Perfect. The plan formed slowly, like ice freezing over a dark lake. Step 1, information. I learned his schedule, his habits. Step 2, exposure. Every deception, every secret kept, every lie he had used to build a false life, cataloged. I didn't let emotion blind me, I let it sharpen me. By the time I moved, I was untouchable. The night I decided to act, I grabbed a piece. My hand was steady, my breath controlled. I got in the car. The streetlights blurred past, and every red light felt like a heartbeat counting down. By the time I reached his street, my phone buzzed violently. 30 missed calls from my wife. 30 calls that wouldn't matter, not tonight. I walked up to his door, calm, deliberate. He opened it, surprise flickering in his eyes, quickly replaced by arrogance. "Hey," he said, "what's?" I didn't answer. I let him see the truth in my eyes before speaking. "You thought you could hide," I said, voice low, measured. "You thought it wouldn't matter." The look on his face was priceless. Confusion, fear, disbelief, all mingling in one perfect expression. I outlined everything, every discovery, every late-night truth my daughter had accidentally delivered. I watched as the confident mask cracked. Then I let it sink in, legally, financially, socially. Evidence of his manipulations, proof of lies, messages and documents I had quietly secured over weeks. Every ally he thought he had vanished as the reality hit. And my daughter? She was the silent witness to it all, understanding that the man who had always seemed untouchable was human, fragile, finally accountable. By the time I left, the night had swallowed him whole. He would never walk into my life again. And my wife? The calls, the begging, the gasping pleas, they couldn't reach me. The betrayal was deep, but my resolve was deeper. I drove home in silence. The city lights reflected in the rearview mirror like shards of glass. I thought about my daughter, her innocence intact, her smile untainted by the chaos she had uncovered. I thought about myself, the man she believed was her hero. I hadn't failed her. I had protected her, even from the truth she had unwittingly revealed. Back at home, I place the phone down. No victory dance, no celebration, just a quiet satisfaction that comes from knowing justice, when served with patience and precision, tastes sweeter than revenge alone. I reflected on the calm control that had carried me through, the planning, the patience, the understanding that emotion alone is weakness. Strength is subtle. Strength is seeing the threads of deceit and weaving them into a trap the betrayer cannot escape. And tonight, I was the weaver. I am not proud, but I am whole. I am not cold, I am precise. And I have reminded the world, in my own way, that betrayal carries consequences. And some of us are patient enough, intelligent enough, to ensure those consequences fall where they are meant. Tomorrow, my daughter will wake up, her life untouched by this revelation. Her father, still her father, in every way that matters. And I will watch her grow, silently, protectively, knowing that sometimes love requires a darkness no one else can bear. I am calm, I am strong, I am the end of his story.